gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, welcome back to the Man Green is Gaming. It is I, your Man Green, with the Man Green is Gaming on YouTube and Man Green Gaming on Facebook. We are back playing Final Fantasy XIV Shadowbringers. We are currently in a quest to find LSA in the desert area known as Amarang. We have made it, with the help of our friend Teslin here, to an inn called, or to a place called the Journey or the Inn at Journey's Head, I'm sorry, where it is kind of a hospice for the afflicted with a sickness. We're not sure what kind of sickness, but we're going to find LSA, and LSA will hopefully divulge some information for us. So let's continue on with the quest. Teslin cast her gaze around the inn, hoping to spot LSA. Now, where is she? I think she might be out on patrol. You could wait, I suppose, but why not go and surprise her? She usually takes a look at things from the watchtower first. You might be able to catch her there. It's not far. Head out the south side and you shouldn't see it. I'll stay behind in case she comes back while you're gone. Okay. I'm gonna take KFC. He's been my faithful and trusted companion for many years. There's some big ass creatures there. Footprints? Nice. LSA is nowhere to be seen, but you spot fresh footprints on the ground. They look like they'd be about the right size. Small footprints lead off to the northwest. Where you at, girl? Footprints continue to the northwest. We're running right into the zombie thing. Alright. Come on. Oh, never mind. Way off. This out of the way. You're dead, sir. I mean, you were dead before, but you're dead now. Footprints curve round to the west. Yeah, like better sensitive. On the wall. Trying to avoid these fools. There are more tracks here, but they end in a mess of disturbed sand. Oh, I think we found her. There's the flood. I have to say, they did a hell of a job on this game. They really did.
Get back here!
There she is. There's my girl.
Is that... It can't be.
She's gotten better. Impressive.
Just a lesser sin eater. Nothing to write home about. I knew you'd turn up sooner or later, but I had been hoping for sooner.
Ooh, I do like this new outfit. That is pretty badass.
How are you?
Totally fine, gorgeous.
We've fought them to a standstill then.
Yeah, we did. Kinda.
The Exarch did say that the Empire seemed to have drawn back when he last looked in on the source. But without knowing for sure how fast time was passing there, I couldn't help worrying that a lot might have happened since then. I'm heartily relieved to hear that it hasn't, just as Alphino must have been. As you can imagine, both he and Urianger were desperate to hear the news from home when I arrived. I haven't actually seen Thancred and Y'shtola yet, but they will have heard all the latest developments from the Exarch by now, or should have at least. When I think of how frantic Tataru and the others must be, I want nothing more than to rush back and reassure them. But we still haven't found a way to reverse the summoning. And even if we had, we couldn't just ignore Urianger's vision.
That's true.
He may use 10 words where one would suffice, and they may often obscure as much as they reveal. But on this matter, he was as clear as day. I do not doubt for one moment that he saw what he claims. Nor how difficult it must have been to speak about them. The 8th Umbral Calamity and your death aren't exactly topics for idle conversation. As much as I might want to go home, I don't want to go home to that. We can't allow the rejoining to happen, which means we have to save the first from the Sin Eaters.
Hell yeah.
That great wall of white is a remnant of the flood. 100 years ago, the balance in the first tipped decisively in favor of light. From that moment, it rose and swelled with each passing day, and then, without warning, it burst forth like water from a broken dam. A colossal wave of pure light, drowning everything in its wake. Only Norvrant was spared. For the most part, living things are composed of ether of various different aspects. But when exposed to such a flood, their etheric harmony is shattered, and their natural form breaks down. Then they either perish, or are warped into mindless abominations.
Ah, Sin Eaters.
Yes, that's how the Sin Eaters came to be. They were once living creatures, or people, that were caught in the path of the flood. Once the change is wrought, there is no going back. In that instant, they are gripped by an insatiable appetite for ether, and will happily gorge themselves on any living thing within reach. But even that is not the worst of it. The stronger Sin Eaters can plant light in us, like seeds in soil, corrupting our ether and triggering the birth of new monstrosities. They are creatures of base instinct that exist only to feed and to multiply. They feel no pity, know no remorse, and are utterly deaf to reason. Which is why they must be destroyed. Every last one of them. The infirmary is full of the Sin Eater's victims, left here to spend their final hours waiting for the change to overtake them.
Well, alright. She seems kind of hardened in this world. Speak with her to finish up this quest. It's just a matter of time. More for some, less for others. Those patients will all become monsters in the end. And add insult to injury, the afflicted are feared, shunned, and cast out of society and exiled here to the edge of the world. The only good thing I'd say about this hellish place is that it serves me well as a training ground. Teslin and the others have also been kind enough to share their knowledge of the Sin Eaters, which is knowledge I can now share with you while you help me finish my patrol, of course. Alright, with that, we'll finish up this story and continue on next time with Calling the Banks. Until then, ladies and gentlemen, may you always walk in the light of the crystal, and I will see you online. Have a good day.